Please raise your hand if you are 15 to 35 years old. If you are young at heart. Okay, thank you very much. Now I have this friend. Her name is Jenny. Jenny with an H, so Jenny. She's 17 years old. She's tech savvy. She has a problem with her community, and she wants to participate. We estimate that for next year, 2017 alone, national government will be allotting something around 48.7 billion pesos, or about $1 billion, for youth development programs and projects channeled through local government units to be governed by the Sangguniang Kabataan. So recently, as we all know, there's a new law called the SK Reform Law bringing back the Sangguniang Kabataan. So the question now is, how do we make sure that 48.7 billion pesos not go to corruption or be governed by incompetent leaders? So today we present to you TASK, or Transparency and Accountability in the Sangguniang Kabataan Project. Currently po, we have the full disclosure policy for local government units by the Department of Interior and Local Government. We have the seal of local good governance, and we have the Freedom of Information Executive Order of President Duterte. So how do we make sure that this falls into the right place with the SK Reform Law? Team TASK po is a group of 20-something people working in government and in civil society. We have a member from the DILG, from the DBM, and from civil society. We want something simple. Number one, we want to raise awareness about what the SK is, about the budget, about what they're spending on, what are the programs and projects of this Sangguniang Kabataan at your barangays. And we want to do this by creating an online portal integrated with the current portal of the government so that we make the Sangguniang Kabataan more accountable. By raising awareness, we want to target you, the youth constituencies, through Facebook, through Twitter, and through the online portal that we want. The online portal that we imagine has two functions. First is to serve as a monitoring tool for us, because it is where we will see how the Sangguniang Kabataan are allotting their budget, what are they spending on, and you can download it in open format for further analysis. And second, it will serve as a reporting tool for the SK elected officials for them to upload their programs and their minutes of deliberation. How did they come up with those programs and projects? For this to be sustainable, we'll be partnering with the DILG, with the DBM, with the National Youth Commission, and be integrated with the existing full disclosure portal of the DILG. And so we need 5 things. First, we need programmers, because this is basically an online portal. Second, we need funders. Third, we need volunteers. Fourth, we need mentors. And fifth, we think, which is the most crucial for this to succeed, is we need a celebrity youth ambassador like Mr. Atom Araulio. Is that a yes, sir?
Youth pa rin, eh? Why
yes,
not?
Sir. So I'll take that as a yes. Thank you, sir. So starting Monday until December of this year, we'll be conducting consultations and meetings with the concerned government agencies. And for the next 3 months, or for the first 3 months of next year, we'll be conducting capacity building programs for concerned youths all over the Philippines, so that by June 2017, we'll be able to launch the portal in time for the October 2016 elections. And so with all this said, you might be asking, what are we here for? Are we here to pitch for an online portal? Are we here to pitch for another youth development project? No, not really. What we're here for is to pitch for a transformational change in terms of perception of young people towards government. We're here for genuine empowerment of the youth. And we're here to invest in the future government leaders and officials, so that by 2030, we'll be the first generation not just to eradicate poverty, but also to eradicate corruption in this government. Thank you very much po.